This webinar is brought to you by TITRA, the Taiwan External Trade Development Council. TITRA is a trade association that facilitates collaborations in government agencies in domestic and international trades. There are several world-renowned B2B trade shows organized by TITRA, such as COMTECH Taipei, Taipei Cycle, Taipei International Machine Tool Show. Now, TITRA is entering its 50th anniversary in 2020. We appreciate your support through these years, and will continue to work hand in hand with all of you to create more business opportunities.
Hello everyone, welcome to join this webinar. I'm Yvonne, the show manager of Asia Computing and Gaming Show 2020, also known as COMTECH Myanmar. This webinar is aimed to introduce a newly launched Myanmar B2B-based trade show named COMTECH Myanmar, which focuses on the industries of ICT, IoT, smart eSolution, gaming, and cybersecurity. This webinar also aims to recruit exhibitors to participate in this show. Without further ado, let's move on to the next slide.
Okay, before we start introduction, you may wonder why we still like to introduce this show amid the ongoing pandemic of COVID-19. Well, first, we keep our fingers crossed. The outbreak will be under control or a vaccine is found soon. Second, thanks to the outbreak, social distancing is so important. Work from home becomes a new black. You do need the assistance of all sorts of ICT, IoT facilities, equipment, and more to cope with the scenario. Third, online entertainment becomes more popular, which also means you need the gadgets ready to get rid of boredom when sitting home. Lastly, we still think the virtual trade shows may never completely replace an in-person event. Similarly, a face-to-face meeting gives buyers and exhibitors a chance to interact and to read the body language of each other. Since socializing and building an in-person relationship is crucial in building brand trust in many industries. Let's shift gears and start the introduction of COMTECH Myanmar. To give you an overall picture of COMTECH Myanmar, I would like to divide the introduction into 7 parts. First, what is COMTECH Myanmar? Second, where is COMTECH Myanmar? Third, when is COMTECH Myanmar? Fourth, who should participate in COMTECH Myanmar? Then, what should take part in COMTECH Myanmar? And then, how is COMTECH Myanmar organized? Last, how to take part in COMTECH Myanmar. Okay, let's check the first one. What is COMTECH Myanmar? The show organizer is Taipei World Trade Center, and the supporting association is MCF, Lies Myanmar Computer Federation, which is recognized by Myanmar government. The show is comprised of 6 things, including consumer electronics, e-sport and gaming gadgets, IoT network connectivity, ICT products and services, security and surveillance solutions, smart eSolutions. Those things are tailored to meet the market demand of Myanmar. Okay, let's check the first one. What is COMTECH Myanmar? The show organizer is Taipei World Trade Center, and the supporting association is MCF, Lies Myanmar Computer Federation, which is recognized by Myanmar government. The show is comprised of 6 things. This is the demographics of Myanmar. Formerly known as Burma, Myanmar is a large mainland Southeast Asian state, and it has been ranked the 26th most populated country in the world. Its capital is Naypyidaw, and the cultural and commercial center Yangon is the country's most populous city. Being described as Asia's last frontier economy, Myanmar was under a military regime for decades, but since 2011, a transition to democracy has been taking place. Since the liberalization of Myanmar economy, the government has been able to improve the country's political and economic status, and with such, its GDP growth reaching an average of 6.5% in the past 3 years. People are increasingly moving from rural areas to cities seeking job opportunities and a better way of living, therefore creating new growth and investment opportunities for companies. Myanmar has a large youth population. The median age is around 28, and about 55% are under the age of 30, and more young people are involved in online gaming and e-sport, that boosts Myanmar's gaming market. Myanmar's population not only is young, but also fairly literate, with an average of 93.1% of people who can read and write. So a highly educated workforce is critical for the country's transition to accommodate a greater number of industry. Myanmar is blessed with an abundance of natural resources, including natural gas, petroleum, timber, and available minerals, and those natural resources are their main exports for a long time. If the government continues its path to democracy and turn these export revenues in the national budget to build a better future for its country, sooner or later Myanmar will grab an important role in the world. Okay, let's check the first one. What is COMTECH Myanmar? The show organizer is Taipei World Trade Center, and the supporting association is MCF, Lies Myanmar Computer Federation, which is recognized by Myanmar government. The show is comprised of fixings. So, where's the venue of COMTECH Myanmar? Here's the top view footage to check it out. First, the home base of the organizer, Taipei World Trade Center, is in Taipei, Taiwan. Though Taiwan is a small island, it's a big player in high-tech area with a lot of big brands such as Acer, Asus, Gigabyte, MSI, and Delta, to name a few. So you can say Taiwan is one of the technology hubs in the Asia-Pacific market. Now, let's proceed to Myanmar. When we arrive at Yangon International Airport, if there is no traffic jam, it will take around 15 to 20 minutes drive to reach the venue, LOTTE Hotel Yangon. So, where's COMTECH Myanmar? The show days of COMTECH Myanmar are September 11th and 12th, 2020, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And who should take part in COMTECH Myanmar? If you engaged in emerging technologies such as wearable device, IoT, cloud computing, information security, or electronic information industry like network equipment, information hardware, or even products or services like meet the 6 expert things as described, you are all welcome to participate in COMTECH Myanmar. To explain why you should take part in COMTECH Myanmar, we would like to provide some information from the 3 aspects. Firstly, let's look at the Digital Readiness Index of Myanmar. You will see indicators such as Network Readiness Index, E-Government Development Index, Cybersecurity Index, and ICT Development Index are quite lagging behind its neighboring countries. Myanmar virtually ranked among the lowest in a 10-member ASEAN grouping, and study shows that the higher the ranking of digital readiness, the higher income of the citizens or nations. So, knowing the importance of the digital economy, the Digital Economy Development Committee drafted a roadmap to develop and support digital economy in Myanmar. This mission is supported by 4 pillars, a 6+1 strategy, 9 priority sectors, 14 goals, 32 short-term action plans, and 16 longer-term action plans, which include drafting a policy to support digital trade and e-commerce, online payments, tax incentives, and cybersecurity. The 9 priority sectors include education, healthcare, manufacturing SME, tourism and hospitality, technology sector and startup ecosystem, agriculture, fishery and livestock, digital trade, financial services, transportation and logistics. And here's the table of 14 goals, which include effective utilization of digital technology by SMEs from 20% in year 2020 to 50% in year 2025. Digital financial service transactions from 15% to 30%, such and such. Here are some action plans to look at, like electronic transactions are equal to face-to-face transactions, online consumer protection, public-private partnership, and such. If the digital roadmap looks too idealistic for you, let's check out Myanmar's top 10 imports in 2019. The following product groups represent the highest dollar value in Myanmar's import purchases during 2019. The percentage share of each product category out of the overall imports into Myanmar is also shown here. Among these import subcategories, smartphones, TV receivers, monitors, projectors, and computers are in great demand. From this chart, you can see that the imports for ICT, IoT, telecommunication, and all sorts of related products increasing drastically in 2019, and the trend is believed to go up. Myanmar currently does not have a strong industrial production capacity, so it heavily relies on imports. In the past decades, the middle-class population and their income have been growing rapidly. According to the June 2013 report by the McKinsey Global Institute, by 2030, the middle class in Myanmar will increase to 90 million, accounting for one-third of its population. McKinsey also predicts that by 2030, Myanmar's spending on goods will increase from the current US $35 billion to US $100 billion, such as personal care, home care, accessory, electronic equipment, cosmetics, kitchenware, health products, sporting goods. Last, according to International Trade Center, they have some key findings showing that the products with the greatest export potential from the world to Myanmar are telephone sets and other voice image transmission apparatus, palm oil, and such. Telephone sets and other voice image transmission apparatus show the largest absolute differences between potential and actual exports in value terms, leaving room to realize additional export worth of $894.7 million. In short, if the political situation continues to stabilize and the government keeps investing in the transport and the telecom sector and plant infrastructure, provided that COVID-19 will be contained soon, Myanmar's economy will continue to show resilience despite the ongoing global slowdown. For this chapter, we would like to show you how COMTECH Myanmar is organized. We expect there will be 40 exhibitors with 70 booths to demonstrate the cutting-edge technology in COMTECH Myanmar this year. With 3,000 visitors, 30 sessions of the one-on-one procurement meetings exclusively for exhibitors and buyers, and at least 100 media reports. We plan to invest 38% of the budget to promote it through local mainstream financial journals and newspapers. Thanks to the traffic jams in Yangon, we will also use radio and signage around the exhibition hall for publicity. In addition, we expect to spend 42% of the budget on digital platform marketing, such as Miziba Online, 7 Days Online, etc. When it comes to social media, we will especially invest resources on Facebook, as Burmese people spend the longest time on it, and they use it as a search engine. In addition to inviting the local officials in charge of public infrastructure, smart cities projects, or telecommunication, our branch office in Yangon will also invite important importers, retailers, and heavyweight telecom companies such as MPT, Ooredoo, Telenor, Mytel, and Ananda to visit the show. What's more, we will organize a pre-show group visit in Yangon, so you can have a deeper look at the business environment in Myanmar and invite buyers in person. Besides abundant product displays, we also hope to hold some activities during the show, such as opening ceremony, gaming activities, forum, one-on-one business matching, networking events, or to provide a platform for industry players to interact, share insight, and explore business opportunities. After the show, exhibitors' products and information will be kept showing on our website for prospective buyers, and the branch office in Yangon will also pass trade lists to our exhibitors. If you'd like to sign up for COMTECH Myanmar, please find the following contact information listed. We are more than happy to be at your services, or you can go to the website myanmar.comtechexport.com for the most updated information about the show. Moreover, to mitigate the COVID-19 economic impact, the organizer will have a special offer, so contact us today.
That's all for my presentation. Thank you for watching. Please remember to visit us at the COMTECH Myanmar in Yangon this September. We will see you there.